Hey guys, how are you doing? Yep, so Australian dollar, we spoke that we've been in the Aussie side by a short, and I was applying both the market sniper to the reset sniper. In other words, what's the driver that no one's hearing? And I was speculating about property prices in Australia and New Zealand. And I was saying, I think these two currencies are going down. In fact, I'm seeing distress everywhere, guys. This is going to be a bastard of a September, October, November. I'm feeling it. It's going to get real rocky. I've been feeling it for a while. I've been warning. There's some things that are got a long way that they can fall. There's some things that are already falling. Anyway, that all said, I was speculating on antipodean misery, economic misery, possibly leading to even eventual bank runs in the weaker of the banks. At one point I had decided who that was, I've forgotten now, but I'll have a look again. Anyway, this video was done, and this is just a small follow-up. So you could have seen it over here, the market sniper. Pop over and watch, give us a like if you inclined, or subscribe. This is how we're doing now. So just back to where it was. You can see it was in and around this level. It had just run our second interim, and it actually had a bit of a grinding rally back up. And whoop, we're talking to Elon there. And we're talking to Biggs there. Where's that chart gone? Here we go. Since then, that rally was grinding up one of these points over here. You churned for a bit, attempts to hold it up. You know, many people would have got panicked out of this trade and said, oh, it's not going to go there. This is called the benefit of adherence to process. Oh, there's support there, you know, you can see the buying wicks coming in. Boom, hammer, rally, revisit down, revisit. This all churns post running the second interim. This geometry works incredibly well. You're missing out on some great trades that could be paying. It's amazing. People say, oh, I don't want to expend on my education and being part of a community, and they don't realize what they're missing, and how many times over that potentially that investment could pay for itself. You've gone literally from the spill point at 72.09, and you've smashed down to 7117 in running this target. I think you might get a little bit of overshoot, and then a bit of progress decay, and a bit of pushback for a while, and then I expect further more downside. This is an overperformance potential trade. The antipodeans are in trouble. There's going to be interest rates cuts coming to avoid a major housing downturn, possibly even some QE, maybe even a bank bailout. I can sniff the distress. I can smell the blood in the water. I'm like a shark. I'm in there. And then we have for you, what else do we have for you? Let's have a little look. We've mentioned the GBP New Zealand. And we gave that to you, and we said we were in it a while ago, getting to the long side with HVF method. Where has it gone? Where's all my jaws gone? Terrible, this trading view. Too confusing for me. But anyway, we had an upside. Let's get it up on the 10-day. There we go. We had that structure, and this is now, when I last spoke to you, it had crossed the entire funnel and was over here, but we are getting further push up. This from the pound, guys. This from the pound. I think personally that the pound's probably a bit oversold, and they're going to ram raid them into a soft Brexit, which will actually just mean same as usual, just a couple of minor tweaks. And Britain's still stumping up for that bureaucrat class in Europe. But all that aside, without that, you're clearly still going to probably get a bit of a relief rally here in relief rally. My apologies, relief push up in the pound generally, which is on lows, and you should make upside against the New Zealand dollar through the 2.05 level in my take. So I showed this chart to you in that same video. You can go and have a look at it. So I'm still feeling the distress is out there in the antipodean realm, and this is just one of many other places where we're in. We've also been trading, and we got in short on the DAX. Let's see, have we got time for that? Let's run you by. It's the weekend. The DAX. Let's just type right in there, DAX. DAX index, inverted HVF, and again selling off absolutely powerfully there. and that break was in, and we could have taken that early, and you could have got in there. There you go, and there was a big attempt up and rejection. I highlighted it recently. We just had on non-farm with the guys today. This is potential left shoulder dim, so you have a neckline, you have a head. Wow, I mean, you got really this stuff. This stuff is looking sick as canaries, all of it. So there's going to be a real lean on the German DAX, whatever's coming. Is it related to Brexit? Is it related to Deutsche Bank and how they're holding up that zombie? People ask, why don't you talk about Deutsche Bank? Have you ever looked at Deutsche Bank? Boy, we wrote the book on Deutsche Bank long ago. We were covering it. I'm bored and tired. They will save the damn thing. You can't short it through zero. The targets on the inverted HVF is through zero. It's going to be a bankruptcy situation that the government is supporting if they aren't already doing so and not disclosing to you. So, I mean, these old issues haven't gone away, and this is where DAX could end up. Maybe it'll be the car makers getting pulled again on emissions. Maybe it'll be, who knows what the story will be. Maybe it'll be the Brexit, as I've already suggested. It could be anything. The narrative comes later. Take the trade. These things are spilling. This is terrible structure. There's your right shoulder after a double top head, which also I would have split on the nearest round number, kind of there. You dip down there. So let's see, you will have seen that target being made as well from the downside on that double top. Put him on there, grab him and stick him down. And you'll see where he lands up and how he gave you your right shoulder. Oops, where we go. Oh, it's just landed on that neckline that I drew. How's that? Must be another one of those coincidences. Geometry at work. You get out there, you get the rally, you sell up top here into the inverted, and you watch it roll down to here. There'll be a target for this, so there'll be a rally somewhere along the lines here. But that's you can learn more about on a program or a course. We'll be doing a free mini course, by the way. It's going to be a flyover, all the things that someone should know to become totally competent in trading. It's going to introduce the multitude of concepts and where people get things wrong, where they have benefits that they're not exploiting, a number of other areas, and that'll be free. Pop over and like the Facebook page, The Market Sniper. We'll push it through there if you're on there. Follow on Twitter at The Market Sniper, at The Reset Sniper, at The Crypto Sniper. Choose your flavor, and have a good time. Enjoy your weekend. Hoard that cash. Think dollar's going to be one of the few strong currencies. Couple of emergings being hit. I didn't even show you the ruble, another upside HVF that's breaking to the upside. Emergings losing. We've got the Indian rupee that's been losing, and the rupiah. You want to be in dollars, you want to be in cash at a time like this. I am feeling the jitters. I'm feeling the jitters everywhere I look. I've been feeling it in my bones from a month, 2 months, 3 months ago. I've just started talking about it, and nothing I see makes it change any. There is a potential real liquidity contraction to be faced up to, and we could be ready for second stage, maybe the big recession stroke depression. The depression will be far worse than the 2008 depression, which was never acknowledged but was a depression, but reflated through a variety of chicks led by a central banking cartel. So we'll see. It's not a positive message. I'm not trying to make you feel good. I'm telling you what I see. And there is real scope to make real money on the short side and be one of the few that comes out of it better. Maybe it's time. But it's not for everybody. It's not for crybabies. You have to own your own outcomes. And there's a lot that you can get wrong, and we get things wrong regularly. I'm showing you a few things we get right. We get things wrong all the time. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoy the trades. A couple of flybys. You can go check out the ruble and the rupiah and the Indian rupee and all the other things that's watching. Many more individual equities. Wow. We've got a bunch up there in our new platform, which is getting stuffed full. It was great chatting to the guys for 2.5, 3 hours on non-farm day and doing the catch up on all our setups and the crypto. Oh, what a beautiful potential trade we're smelling that we could set up. So yeah, it's all happening. It's all happening. There's going to be movements in the making, gentlemen and fine ladies. All the best to you all. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the clip and enjoy your weekend. Get rest while you can. Hoard your cash. and get smart, trade small. None of this is advice, etc., etc. All the T's and C's. Bye for now.